So, what do you hope to gain from Facebook?
What do I gain from Facebook?
What do you hope to gain from Facebook?
Honestly, when I went into Facebook, I just really wanted to gain
I never got to answer the last question.
gain more knowledge. I mean, as far as my campus and what was accessible to me, and I feel like it's done that thus far.
When I first got on Facebook, when it first started. I lied and said I was a WSU. But I don't really think I gained anything from Facebook, to tell you the truth, except just being social. I guess you just count that. I don't even get on Facebook like that anymore.
I think Facebook allows you just to keep up with, distant friends, relatives that don't live here anymore. I mean, it's kind of changed over. It had its height, and I think it's like kind of plateaued. And other social media networks are taking over,
such as Twitter. At @2coolnewt.
But that's really only like what demographic you're in, really. Because some people, we think Twitter's taking over, and some people just be like, you don't have a Facebook, you're nobody.
I think, like, just for me being around kids or whatever, Facebook is more for like middle school, high school now, kind of like what MySpace used to be. But now Facebook is that, and now the college people have moved to Twitter from Facebook, and now you start to see the young kids following the same suit to try to do that.
Now the old people got links.
It used to be that businesses was just now getting Facebook pages. Now every business got an at ESPN or at something. So you can keep up with them. So I think that's where it's changing.
I just don't like Facebook because pastors and stuff start asking you for friend requests.
Yeah. and that's another thing. Twitter, because it's so up to date and it's so active, and most people don't like somebody in their business like that. Nor do they have the time. You don't have the professionals who will get on there as much. You don't have your pastors who are gonna follow you. Versus Facebook, he can get on there at any time of the day and just go ahead and read, and he can put one status a day, and it can be a motivational quote and reach the masses.
That's what I do.
While somebody on Twitter can be like, I'm brushing my hair, trying to get these waves up,
Shower fluff.
Yeah, shower fluff.
Dump fluff.
Team follow back.
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
All right. So, other than that, do you worry how people perceive you on Facebook, and why?
You said what? Repeat.
Do you worry how people perceive you on Facebook, and why?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I have to say yeah, because it's becoming a time and a day where social media and real life are starting to kind of play one into the same.
It's still recording?
Which honestly, I mean, like, you should really try to keep social media and your real life as much apart as possible, but in this day and age, it's kind of becoming more and more hard.
It's called
do you worry how people perceive you on Facebook, and why?
Yeah. That's why I try not to post like bad status or anything, and try to have like clean pictures. Because everybody kind of gets on Facebook now, and they kind of see what you're doing, see what's going on with your life, checking out pictures and stuff. So you gotta kind of try to control your image on Facebook to make sure that you don't have like that bad like persona about you. Like people might see you out and just be like, oh, that's the person who was talking reckless on Facebook about shooting up somebody or looking for somebody with food stamps or something like that.
Yeah, perception is reality. So, a lot of the times, if you are meeting people on Facebook or businesses are looking at your Facebook, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So if I'm looking at your Facebook, whatever you're giving off, and I perceive that to be, that's going to be my reality of what you are. And that's either going to be good or it's going to be bad.
I agree with
I think it's
What about the light skin brother?
That's why he stay off Facebook.
I just can't.
What negative effects have you gotten from your Facebook posts?
Man.
Somebody asked me if I was having a kid because my sister hacked my Facebook and said that I was having a baby. That's negative.
I had 255 of all niggas. Moped riding, helmet wearing.
12 miles of all hour going.
That was one of the worst days of my life. Like, not because she was big, because I've been there. I've done that. But because like, she made herself.
To our regularly scheduled program.
She made herself like seem like she was J-Lo or Halle Berry.
She was.
She did that Friday move on you.
Yeah, she put a Friday on it. So I mean, that is something negative that has happened to myself, and I think I'm scarred from it.
That's on you.
You travel,
Yeah.
you change your feet.
Facebook.
Alright.
Well, being in a relationship, does it change what you post on Facebook?
Most
Man.
definitely.
Why?
Cause you can't be flirting with everybody on Facebook if you're in a relationship, cause then that just starts more conflict and that's more drama.
Well, when you're in a relationship, you got to be considerate. That's what the whole thing of a relationship is. You got to be considerate of the other person. It's really like losing yourself, so you can join. I mean, you're dating, you're gaining data from that person, but you don't want to corrupt your own data analysis. You know what I'm saying?
That's from a married point of view.
I mean, if you dating a girl, regardless, if you dating her, you don't want to corrupt your own data because the way what you give off and how you act and what you do on there is going to make her act a certain way.
Yeah.
So whether you married or not doesn't matter. If you say you committed to somebody and that's what a relationship is, it's a commitment. Maybe not the extent of a marriage, but it is a commitment because otherwise you wouldn't put it on there.
Some people,
Everybody sees that.
that's true. Some people, like, it matters how far you is in your relationship.
Okay, so let's say one day.
You can have a chick. You can have a chick and still just talk regular on Facebook like it ain't nothing.
But that's the question. But do you watch what you say though? Still, that's the thing. Like you can still talk reckless.
It matters how much you care.
But
Okay, so how far is that relationship gonna go if you're not watching what you say?
Cause you might just be the type of person where you just be like, I'm just talking, and I don't mean nothing by it, babe. It could be like that. Lance, do you edit yourself on Facebook?
No, but I mean, what are you?
But I think you have to. I won't say that he may not, but I know he thinks about before he puts it on. You have to make a conscious effort to think. You not if it says in a relationship, I'm not gonna hit up
I don't have a Facebook.
Carly so and so
Like you never had a
on Facebook like, hey, what up? What you doing? Is we getting it in tonight? No. Now I may send that in a text.
Through the message, I might do that, but
Yeah, I wouldn't do it on no Facebook
not
wall.
not on the wall.
I mean, are we talking about wall? Or we talking about instant message? Or we talking about status?
it says post,
Post.
so basically the status on there.
Status.
Like everybody can read it.
I mean, nobody. I don't
And
think,
if you
I don't think anybody want to post a status like that anyway.
if you would do something like that, then obviously she's gonna see it because it says in a relate. So she gonna be one of the first to see it, or her friends.
Cause they got the subscribe button now.
Yeah.
They get text messages when you post.
Ooh, they do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh boy.
if you don't care enough to post it or whatever, then I mean you kind of you setting yourself up for failure
No.
if you're not taking into consideration of how that person may feel.
I prefer instant messaging. Works better. And you can just simply say you're getting off the computer.
I'll just say Skype me.
Nah,
Skyping because I like
we
you.
got bad internet at this house, so we can't Skype all the time. We cutting off.
But we got one of the best internet connections in the
Hey, I
city.
didn't ask you, so.
In the city. Oh, shit. Cut the camera.
So, how often do y'all be on Facebook a day?
That ain't funny.
It ain't.
You said what?
How often do y'all be on Facebook a day?
I might check it every other day now. I used to be on it every day though.
I mean, I check it. I check mine probably once, twice a day just because it's on my phone. And I have so much downtime. But I post something maybe once a week, if that.
I think that's how mine is, post once a week or something like that.
I check it often, but I post probably once a month, once every other month.
Popping for nothing. You see
That's
Pop-
alright. I
Twitter for no reason.
if I feel like it's something like I need to like really just say to everybody or something like that, I might post something. But it's really just the pub stuff, really. I post stuff.
Was the ball already in the basket?
No.
All right, last question, you guys.
That's crazy.
Do you use other social networks?
Yeah, I
Yes.
use Twitter.
Twitter
Why?
At Cool Last New 3.
at Too Cool.
I
With
just
a
had
K.
I just had a request to add, what is it, liking?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
that's
I
the
just,
business one.
that's how I
I
just-
Yeah.
It's what?
LinkedIn.
saying.
LinkedIn,
I said
yeah.
Lincoln. Yeah.
I had 2 people ask me.
I use Skype. I used to use Yahoo Messenger a lot. I use Windows Live Messenger.
At Aaron J.
You know, I use MySpace.
What
what-
don't
what
you
I mean-
use?
Hold on,
Like,
why
yo,
do y'all
Black Planet.
why do y'all
I
use
use
other
it.
social networks? Is it to keep in contact with everybody, even if you already got them on Facebook, or why do y'all use other social?
I use Twitter because I like Twitter. I get to say whatever I want, really, and have stuff wouldn't be able to say out loud sometimes.
I like to diversify myself between the different mediums of people that I talk to on a daily basis.
I'd have to second that.
Like,
That was-
it's some stuff I would put on Twitter that I would never put on Facebook.
True.
And some things I would do on Skype that I would never say or show a picture of on Twitter or Facebook. And it,
Be able to X-ray this conversation.
Diggy. And so it's a lot of stuff that I'll put on instant messenger just with the friends that I have through those networks. And sometimes, you know, people feel more comfortable. Cause like Twitter, unless you DMing somebody, everybody gonna see it. Instant message, only they gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different in how you decide to.
Sometimes I don't
Yeah, 'cause I know a lot of times on Twitter I be cussing on there, and I never cuss on like Facebook and stuff.
Yeah. And Facebook, my mama got a Facebook.
You cuss?
Do she?
She did. She had a Facebook.
I be trying
for
not
a
to, but sometimes I be thinking like it's the only way to get like a good point across to make it funny. Like,
Yeah, like,
never thought that you
That's,
cuss.
that's the only reason why I do cuss, is because it gets your point across. In
Yeah.
The reason I cuss because my roommate cuss, and every time
Shit,
I
nigga, don't
try to
blame that on
stop.
me.
I blame that on my roommates too.
I blame it on Lance.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you again for coming to the focus group.
Fuck your phone.
Y'all can have some more pizza if you don't like.
Cheap ass pizza.
You know,
Get drinks?
$5
I
hot and ready.
appreciate it, and we're out.
What was the point of light skin guy being here?